Hello there everyone and welcome back. I gotta say, we could not ask for a better way to end off on that last episode, for it is the reason that I enjoy Starcraft as much as I did when I was playing it tremendously, but it also has the side effect of making me really anxious now after a performance like that. It makes me feel like I'm kind of obligated to kind of consistently keep that performance level, and more than likely that is not going to happen, especially when I'm having a hard time doing my early game play, my early game build order as it were. For hell, you figured I'd be able to handle a simple worker ling rush all in, right? You figure, and I messed up even against that. So, this is going to get brutal for me, it's going to feel like it emotionally, but we're going to press on through, we're going to continue on. For really, it's just the anxiety for trying to even think about doing a match of 1v1. It's not so much an issue once I actually get in there. And I did not even get a chance to do any real 1v1 matches there. It was mostly practicing what I'm going to do with my disruptors since I had such a hard time utilizing them before. But I memorized, or at least am really accustomed to putting them on a different hotkey now. So that shouldn't be alleviated tremendously, at least gain use out of them. For if I were to lose that match, the fact that I had like 5, maybe 6 disruptors that did absolutely nothing for the one major battle that probably mattered, would have cost me there, probably in that alone. So I'm hoping that is rectified, and as I continue to rework my hotkeys a little bit, for I could have used my feedback as well, which is a high Templar ability that basically does damage to anything that has energy, that purple little bar you see on units. So those medevacs, I can pop them really damn well, really easily if they are full energy, or worst case, I just deny him from healing if I don't feel obligated or feel the need to throw a bunch of storms down. There's a lot of versatility the High Templar can have against Terran at least. Never mind the fact that they're really essential for dealing with Ghost, which are like the cloak spellcaster unit of Terran, if they start getting utilized against me. I just gotta be really good about spotting what would be the catch then, and that's where the micro battles are gonna be commencing between those two spellcasters. Oh god. I don't think I'm looking for that exchange. It is go time. We got Protoss mirror match, and unfortunately my Protoss mirror match, as I said before, have not been successful in experimenting with the Adept. I've kind of been denied that on every front, it feels like, whether it's for me being slow or me actually punishing my opponents, since Stalkers are a little bit more better on the aggressive front since they can do so much damage to buildings, whereas the Adepts are pretty bad at that. That's kind of the main justification why I went Stalkers, such aggressive play with them in my last PvP match. But I think for the sake of this, as much as I love to keep the commentary going, I want to really try and focus to get this figured out, since the time is going to be important for my gateway, especially with this distance here that we're seeing. It's not bad, I just get needlessly hard on myself is what the moral of the story is really. It's just a question of utilizing the Adepts to their best ability. That's really what it comes down to. So, you're going with double gas, so that's possible airplay. So let's be mindful of that there. And take our time. And I gotta remember that second gate. Thanks for reminding me.
You have not enough minerals.
It's not a big deal yet, but what it does, and I think my gateway's in a bad spot too. I need to be 1 hex down further. Nope. Oh well, double. So long as I'm here on time, even though it is slightly delayed apparently. Which means his cybernetic core is even more delayed, or he cut something to get those two gas. Oh, he doesn't have the pylon. That's what it was. If I had not built that pylon, this would not be a concern right now. I think. Either way, he may have been delayed a bit. I'm just curious on where that double gas is going. Since I shouldn't need my own gas just yet, right? This times that well, aside for the cybernetics core being a little delayed. I don't know how optimal it truly is, but I am curious about the structures, since I need my own gas as well, and prepare for maybe an expansion. Yeah, something's out of whack there, because as you can see, this gateway is not building right now. So I think I can punish that a little bit. I just need to make sure I'm not supply blocked right now.
Glory
Which sadly I am. I'm not going to get my 4th adept out. That's the only downside there. So there's the downside on my end, although they're suffering from it earlier, which may pay dividends here. Let's also get ready for my expansion. This is a good window for it.
Iron shall be reclaimed.
Other than that, I don't know what to really expect here, what I would consider to be a victory for me. Because as you see, this is not good. 2 stalkers already for defense up front.
Let your will be heard. Not a glory to the day.
2 adepts, that's good.
Let none deter us. Combat awaits. Spare none who oppose us. It shall be.
Sadly, that was not as good as I like it, especially with my economy kind of heavily punished trying to manage that. A lot of it comes down to not being used to in all seriousness. Yeah, now my adept's just gonna die. So there goes my second wave. We do know there's expansion coming though.
Give us your command. Let your will.
Well, let's try and defend this somehow. Not like it's gonna happen since I have no actual defenses and I let those adepts die. But with my own stalkers and force fields, I should be okay stalling, right?
You must construct additional pylons.
No pylons, that explains it. Although I did build one down below. So a sword prepared just didn't really think that far ahead. Now we're going to try with the oracles there. Get our economy saturated. Do I go with 2 oracles? Normally 2 oracles is the way to go. Normally. It's a question, do I want more shield batteries for this potential attack? Since they have the more scary army, and my pylon's in a bad spot too, apparently. And that was not the unit I want either. I just burnt so much gas with that sentry because it's like double the gas cost of a stalker, so that's a little unfortunate. So that ruins that strategy there some. Come on, stalkers, where are you? Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I'm hoping my units are dealing with that, though. I don't know if they killed it or not. Since my oracle is nowhere near there, so that's a bit of a shame. I don't wonder if they even saw it. So, as you can see, I'm a little bit rusty. This is not the performance I would like. Especially since we did the exact same type of build there. And what I should have done is have a shield battery up here of some kind. Since that's probably what they have. And the stalkers are in position too. So as you can see, the shield batteries, yeah, the shield batteries negating all that damage. See, that's the value of the shield battery. So at least it's a good demonstration why I messed up there. If only slightly. So I'm forced to relegate this to scouting, and with 2 oracles this can go a little bit better. That I know. That I definitely know for a fact. I just don't know how true this will be. I messed up my build order trying to micromanage a little bit. Let's get Bull Link. I think we go for Bull Link in this case. Since with the heavy stalkers.
Our window is short.
Keep an eye out for a possible 3rd.
I'm here in the shadow.
Is the plan so far. Also, let's get a pylon there since I'm not really building the best. You're oversaturated. We are behind our workers, it looks like, so... Maybe I can get away with expansion? Probably not. I need to make sure this oracles are really doing a good job skip-botting, is what it comes down to.
Let us begin.
This is going to be risky, trying to snipe this thing, even though he's technically not doing anything with it. God damn it. I miscalculated that. The fact that that thing lives is a big deal. So I'm really saddened by that.
You seek guidance?
So Oracle is running away. Maybe I could do some damage. Since I can't get his sword out, he's not going to be able to see it, at least not yet. And I wonder if there's anything else I should do with these oracles, or at least with the starport.
Mineral field depleted.
Our fates are one. It is tested.
I did get some kills. It definitely was not worth it. But the heavy Phoenix play might be an indicator of what I need to do. I just don't know how likely a air toss strategy is. So I need to plan for a counterattack. Is what it's looking like. A big timing window of sorts. I am going to at least have one more Oracle for spotting. Since I'm going to rely heavily on my Air Force, or ground units, I believe. Since he's relying on the air.
Pylon is under attack.
Surge just built, got charge lots, so that's something to keep in mind. Now let's get an army built. I'm going to play defensive for the time being until I get my upgrades going, and we'll time it with charge. As well as my Templar, I can get Archons to join this. I'm hoping.
Perceiving.
And all you're going to do is try and scout and spot.
Stars align.
Gotta be careful here. Cannons would be really good at the time like this to defend my flanks.
Research complete.
And I just realized I did not get anything of note
Minerals. You have
when
not enough.
I didn't get any High Templar for Archons. That's what that was. So yeah, full air toss can. I don't think I can beat this, sadly. Just probably got the charge lots and too many ground units, unless the upgrades do it for me. Nope. Sadly, just not enough there. The Phoenixes can't really do anything for most of that, since they only can shoot air units, and when he lifts all the units up, that's a big deal. If I had Archons, that would be a different story, because the Phoenixes could not lift up the Archons. That's when they're a trait of them being considered a massive unit, and their splash damage would be amazing against the Zealots, with my own Zealots to kind of tank the hits. So the fact I was slow and messed up probably not getting those High Templar there probably hurt me quite a bit. Never mind the fact I was pulling how much resources at that point. Is it actually going to tell me? No, it's just telling me my resource gathering and all that. I was hoping I could get at least an idea how much minerals I had for the actual fight. Since the Archons would have been good, and I did have my level 1 weapons, which I don't know if his units were upgraded or not, but that would have helped me a little bit even more with the Archons, and the Immortal, of course, was completely pointless there too. It was mostly to have vision with the Observer and, of course, have a Warp Prism, but really that only matters when I'm trying to do an aggressive push, so maybe... Well, I would need an Observer at some point anyway to kind of spy and know when an attack was coming. I was just lucky a little bit seeing that with the probe to know it was coming. I just didn't have the units, let alone the shield batteries, to help me. Another reason why I should be spamming those things at every base. I just don't know how many I need to build. Alright, Terran this time around. I think I even recognize the name Akul, I just don't know from where, mind you. And the main thing I'm really terrified about with Terran is their potential drop damage. They have probably the scariest type of drops with the Medivacs. They're really hard to pin down because of the speed boost that their dropships have to kind of make an easy escape. Never mind the fact that Marines with the having ranged attack makes them really easy to focus down targets. Nonetheless, we're going to try our best and try to put pressure on my opponent somehow. I just need to really figure out when the nuances with the Adepts, when I should get aggressive and when not to, in all honesty. Since it seemed like there was promise with my Adepts in their base, but of course I was kind of committing suicide to a vague extent. Never mind all the other things I was doing wrong, like getting my other 2 Adepts killed. So there's a lot to figure out and a lot to work on. And I don't even know why I'm putting a gateway here. It just dawned on me this is not a mirror match. It shouldn't be a big issue just yet. Let's see. So gas right after the barracks is what it looks like there. Gotta keep an eye out for possible tech and just harass this thing. Maybe kill it ideally, but let's not get too carried away. I just want to know his intel. And apparently I have so much pooling resources I should just get a second gas geyser. I'm just trying to figure out how to best use my gas for like the later portion of the game is this thing. Do I just... I'm gonna forfeit to sell it. That's probably why I'm pulling so many resources too. Go for a very fast expansion maybe. I still have to figure this part out. It's the only thing. And it would justify me not having the extra gas. Since this is 75 minerals I could be using.
You have not enough minerals.
So let's get the Adept out. We know the Reaper is here. I think it just pulled back momentarily though, but we know there's a Reaper. Where can he jump up? Right there, and right over here.
The firstborn shall persevere. We serve with
I don't know where to best put this thing
Yes,
just yet.
Executor.
Again, lots of little nuances to figure out. Since it could fit, the Reaper could very easily jump up here if it tries to scout me. Trying to plan ahead, but I don't have the numbers to do it effectively yet.
Glory to the Daylong. Yes, Executor.
Nope, not gonna do. Damn it. That's a shame. Now I just need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. This is the hard part. I haven't quite figured this out yet. Especially since I got my units built in the wrong queue. I know he did a fast expansion, so I'm still safe doing this regardless. Let's just try and re-optimize here a little bit. Yeah, because I have my nexus with my gateway. I don't want that. Okay, double gate. I don't know why I went that. So long as I have the resources to build it. Since I do need sentries as well. Let's try and get this going smoothly. Since this is part of the reason why I stockpile a bit of gas I don't need.
Glory to the Daylong. Yes, Executor.
Now, is pulling down back the third Adept a bad idea is what I'm wondering. Since now it could... Yep, this is what I was afraid of. Dang it, as soon as I pull the damn Adept, this is what happens.
Let your will.
Research complete.
At least I killed the cursed thing. That was messy. I was prepared for that and everything too, and look what happened. Oh well, let me get my gateways going, because since my tech is really lacking right now. Get some sentries to make use of this gas and get ready for possible early aggression, since I need to build a lot of units quickly here. And maybe I can get a hallucination to help scout for me too. That's kind of what the best value of these sentries are right now. That was annoying though. The convenient timing of that goddamn Reaper. Come on. I know these Hellions are brutal. At least I kept denied them for now. But that was brutal. I could have done that a little bit better. At least that gives away the reactor. Sort of. And that's probably where a shield battery would have been handy, a cannon. I don't know what to believe anymore. I have no scouting intel. That's the problem here. So let me see if I can at least spot a third with that said.
Upgrade complete.
And try and get ready for a big push. Some kind of big counterplay to go with my third when I'm ready. Although I don't have the economy anymore. I could have spread those out a little bit better, but again, I didn't really have the units to kill those things quickly. Even the Adepts, while do double damage against those Hellions, it would not have mattered. With the sheer mobility. I'm just thankful they didn't do more damage. I am getting charged a lot, so we can fix this some. I need High Templar maybe to help complement the splash for any airplay. And I gotta get cannons ready too for possible drops for when I push out. Our economy is rebuilt though for now. Just need to start spending this gas.
You have not my life for iron.
Now we finally have something to scout with. Probably not going to be the most effective scout, but at least I know what I'll be up against. Alright, we see those. Am I going to get my High Templar? I'm definitely not going to have Storm in time.
Research complete.
Yeah, this sucks. This is just nightmares for me. I just did this poorly, didn't I? Trying to cut back on too many units, this Archon could still do damage, but yeah. I had no scouting info to reliably do that. And of course losing a worker certainly hurt too. He killed a lot of workers there and that. How many workers did he actually kill, I wonder? It was almost all of them, so it was easily like 10. And again, I didn't have the units. Would building my pylons to kind of block off that path have helped some? That's what I'm curious about. Because I could put a pylon there, maybe a gateway here or something with the pylon. That would at least made a lot more easier for me to defend. But again, I need to know those nuances, especially with the map. Since that's what I'm currently thinking. Since the Adepts, he could brute force and kill my Adepts in Sentry if he committed to the engagement. But I think this would have been a lot easier for me, just to block off this path entirely. I don't know. I, again, need to know what he's planning, so I need that consistent scouting. It looks like that would have been the idea. Can I even check the... No, I can't check the size of any of the structures. Otherwise, I think I'm just going too fast on double forges. Again. I don't know why I want to go super fast with the Twilight Council either. The only thing I can really think of is either go with the Oracles or a Warp Prism. Which would give me scouting intel. That is not a terrible idea. And the Oracles at least would give me a lot of gas, so maybe that's what I try for next time. Alright, another Terran player. This time, I'm going to try the idea of maybe going with the Oracle. Again, the Oracle is really damn valuable anyway, even if I don't do any damage. It has an ability that allows me to get vision of a pair of units that's... I can cast a spell on units and it gives me vision of them for like a good 30 seconds, which is really useful for watching movement of everything. So there's a lot of justification to get them there. And they can do a lot of damage to the Marines too with their cannon, since they can kill the probes really quickly, and technically the Marines are no different. So that's something I'm going to attempt on my neck for this playthrough. Go for the fast starport, since I feel like I was floundering a little bit with knowing where I should go next. And that was probably a terrible idea with the double forges. It would kick in really damn well for the mid game, especially if I get the level 2 upgrade in, but he had the perfect counter with that early aggression. I didn't quite have the units to capitalize on it yet. Although I think the expansion that was all pretty decent, hard to say. At least the time of the expansion. It's just losing the workers that sucked.
Your probes are under attack.
Now I'm just curious, double gas, so this speaks to me like some weird Banshee play. Fast or air. So that is what I'm terrified when I see that. Just gotta keep an eye out for possible gas, is the only thing. Or it could be Cyclones. I'm not used to Cyclones since they're kind of a newer unit. So maybe that's what's going on here, building Cyclones to kind of deal with what's going on, maybe. And I did not check what that struck. Oh wait, he just built a Marine, never mind. I was thinking maybe if he was building an attachment. No, no add-on. Not yet, although I could have kept moving with that, to be honest. So I'm not going to get a whole lot of intel just yet. It's pretty walled off as well, so... I don't think this is Adept is the right choice, with that said, since I can't even get up there at all now with the wall off. And I can build my expansion. This is double gas play though, so I need to be ready for any big shenanigans like banshees and all that.
Glory to the Daemon.
But I do want to scout. I did not see any indication of a factory yet. It almost makes me wonder if I want to go... Well, Oracle's still good against Banshees, to a vague extent. I just need the Stalkers now to really get that going. I'm really terrified about this, but we'll see how this works out. I was not prepared for that phase thing. Kind of gave me in the middle 3 Marines, but I'll take it, I guess. Since they took more damage than probably necessary.
Let none deter us. Where shall we march?
Now let's get ready for whatever shenanigans we have to worry about here. And how close are we? We're almost done with that. So, try and get the Oracles going. Try and see what they're doing, and maybe be prepared for an attack of some kind. All the while, gain my economy building. This feels even more tenuous, I'm not gonna lie, since I really don't have any defenses.
Oracle perceiving.
Now, I think what I want to do is actually check the bottom, in case of like a Banshee. Gas is a likely situation here. And I think I want the Oracle to try and reveal it for me. That is something I can do. That gas is going somewhere. That's all I need to know. Just the question is into what?
You have not enough minerals.
You seek guidance?
Well, I kind of figured that much.
It is tested. Our fates are one.
So, Devil Airport. Devil Air, okay. I don't know what to make of this, if I were to be perfectly honest. One is a concern, because that's Cloaked Banshees.
Your probes are under attack.
I am here in the shadow.
Teleport successful.
There, at least the Phoenix is doing its thing, sort of. Is it improvement? Without a doubt. I just hope my Phoenix is doing its job. No, that's not what I want. Good God, I nearly killed my own Oracle. Just when I was praising my own play. We nearly ruined it. It's good. Now, let's get these things spotting. Since I... Oh, God. So you didn't die? Oh, he's got 2 more of them, that's why. Now that is annoying, but it's kind of like an all-in cheese a little bit. If I can manage this well, that's not a problem, but... It just shows our friend is committed to this. Now let's get the gas going. Templar are really good for this, especially if I can drain their energy to do damage. I just have no economy for this, so that's the scary thing.
I am eager to strike.
And I need the Oracles for the same reason. Oops, I did that wrong, damn it. I panicked a bit and I put the Oracles in with my ground units, so... Let's see if we can try and spot anything, though. Yeah, my economy is shot now. But at least I have kind of the counter to a vague extent.
You have not enough minerals.
Let's just get this rebuilding. And also watch for that push, too. That's going to be important here. Since I have gas for a lot of Templar when I'm ready.
Not enough minerals.
The last thing I need is for these the Banshees to reappear as I'm pushing out, since I have no forge for even any cannons.
Research complete. Understood. Teleport.
The enemy has discovered us.
Alright, kill these things, please.
I see. Harmonized. Our fates are working. An omen.
Yeah, there's lots of turrets there, but
You see
this is going to be weird. I apologize if my play is going to get really sloppy. I am not used to using Phoenixes against Terran, since they're not normally really good, outside of like really early aggression play. But so far, it seems promising. It's just my play that's in question right now.
How can I aid?
And I almost want to expand, but I need my economy built up first to justify that. And we gotta make sure these Banshees don't do anything sneaky. I need some cannons, is really what it comes down to. So it's time to get that defense going. Although I'll keep these things scouting. Ideally, they're my one main weapon against Banshees right now. And Storm will be up shortly. I'm just curious about expansions, that's really all. That's my scary thing. I'll worry about damaging him later, which may be a terrible mistake with that said.
Mineral field depleted.
And let's see, pylons are good. Now it's time for some cannons.
The threads
Probably
of
not needed
fate
at this
lie
point, but
ahead.
no expansion, we're good. We just gotta watch for an attack. Which we
I
have.
see.
We have an easy way for that, sort of. I could probably hurt that a lot, but we're looking good now. Again, really weird considering the fact we're using Phoenixes. Now, let's get these gateways back up. We're starting to get our groove together. It's just the early game I'm really bad at, but I know how to manage the gateways once I get the counts I need. Or the numbers. I gotta keep an eye also on my dang... Yep, that's too many. My expansion here.
Mineral field depleted.
Keep upgrades going, keep units building, and we'll get ready to build some Archons pretty soon.
Our fates are
Since I do have an expansion, let's get a Robo going. Let's start getting the Colossus. Well, not really Colossus, but Disruptors would be good here since it's a premature kind of Vikings. I just can't be caught off guard. This is where the early warning pylons come in all honesty.
Nazu.
And I even went double Robo. I question that, but I'll go with it.
Upgrade complete.
Just keep on scouting, keep on spotting,
My charge. Our mind.
and get some Archons for good measure.
Cassandre de Templar.
At least it'd be a nice little tanky damage sponge.
Teleport successful.
I think I have too many Phoenixes now. I'm just worried about him. I was building him originally because I was expecting maybe a big massive push with like 10 Banshees. Which could happen still. Let's see, you're heavily saturated. You're saturated slightly. Now let's
Interpret.
get spotting everything. These things should be able to defend if I don't just straight up recall them, that is. And we'll have observers for a little bit more of a riskier type of scouting. I just need the support bay now for possible disruptors. All the while, maybe I should go to a forge. I need to... Well, Dark Templars would be good at harassing too.
An omen.
I just want to see where... Actually, we got something better. We could just send these three out to spot.
Blades of iron.
We all.
All the while, keep building. Let's get more gateways with that said. I heard something explode. What was that? Why don't Earth just exploded?
Extrapolating strings.
I thought I heard something explode. I'm hopefully not going mad, right? It's been known to happen.
We embrace the glory of constructed. Upgrade complete.
Well, we know he's gained tanks now, so now
Aerodine
this is convenient. I don't know if I'm ready for my push yet, but with Colossus and all that, let's get this going. Supply block, so that goes figures.
Our mind.
Let us begin.
And I also can use these phoenixes for good measure too. Let's get ready for this. And I don't know if...
From the shadows.
Let's terrify him.
Mineral field.
From the shadows I
Yeah, that was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Mineral field.
Since I wasn't really prepared for that attack the best. I killed a lot of his units, but there goes all my units.
is upon us.
There goes the Soar.
I am but a fact.
See if we can destroy more. Since I have the economy already, I just gotta make sure I'm doing the best with it there. Which isn't right now. And I lost all my units too, so... As far as my phoenixes, so I don't think they did what they need to, but at least he's going with a traditional game now.
Research complete.
Now we got extended range, we're good there. I may have forgotten about you, I will try not to admit that, confess that sin.
You require my. I am here in the shadows.
Keep upgrades going, let's get this army built. In fact,
Move unseen.
yeah, just keep starving him out.
Teleport successful.
Just keep trying to look for them and try and kill off his army to an extent.
State thy bidding.
Where do
Since one thing these phoenixes can do is like be a buffer,
upgrade complete?
I'm just gonna make sure
I am
I have no real anti-air, and this is kind of not the best type of army, so we're just gonna poke a bit.
Time for battle. Teleport successful. You must place that in a power field.
Cassant de Templar.
I just feel bad those storms didn't do as much as I want because I was caught off guard. But let's see, 150 gas, I can get 2 disruptors. Let's start practicing with them. Oh, that terrified him, didn't it?
Engaging the enemy. You require more Vespene.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I can recall. Stupid me.
Vespene geyser. Mineral field depleted.
This is probably not the best idea considering such a small attack, but... Whoops, that was not what I want, but... That was an amazing bomb there, but... We at least killed the the army. That did felt sloppy, but if I'm gonna take anything away from this, I feel like my defense against the Banshees, aside for that really awkward second time I ran into them, paid off really well. I feel like defending against the Banshees, which really was kind of a greedy, kind of all-in-ish type of aggressive Banshee play, paid off. I said that in a lot longer, long-winded way than probably meant to. What I meant to say is normally when you go Banshees like that, you only go on 1 starport, and not 2, which is why I was afraid of a big, massive all-in type of attack that involved a lot of Marines and Banshees with Cloak. Which is why I kept building the Phoenixes as I did, even though I messed up that counterattack really badly. Just because of the storms alone, they are essential for any type of attack, and I wasn't prepared for that. And I don't know what this means here. It looks like it says Platinum 2, yet technically, am I about to get a promotion. I don't know what this bar means. I wasn't really paying attention to it, to be honest. Nonetheless, it's a win. It just got sloppy at the end there, and it is, to be fair, it was a kind of build I was really unfamiliar with. Phoenixes against Terran, not the most popular one, unless you're going to use them strictly for killing the SCVs, kind of like what the Oracles do. Although it would be argued the Oracles are better in that sense. On top of the fact that if I actively use them, I could keep spotting the enemy attack force when they push on out. With that Revelation ability I used that one time.